Here we go. Guys, shout outs to the Drakantos team for allowing me to play this game right now for a little bit prior to our interview. I'm really excited to check out the new movement. It was hands down, the whole tile-based system was hands down the one thing that was really holding me back from the game. I like the art style, I like the idea of the game, the content, all that stuff, because we did get a breakdown of the game last time I played way back in the day from Frost, who we're interviewing here in about like an hour and a half or so within the next couple of hours, as to what this game has to offer. And it was pretty cool, but it was that tile-based system, guys, that it really held me back. They completely changed it, so it's completely free movement now, apparently. Action combat, top down, 2D. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to check it out. Let's see. All right, choose your starting hero. Dude, I remember this character had a fucking booty. I played her last time. Yeah. Yeah. Who's this? Ozul. These characters look pretty cool. Yeah. Who do I play? We can swap. Let's try Rhea de la Cruz. Should we try Rhea de la Cruz, or do we go back to the Katana class? Let's go back to the Katana. Yeah, let's play Katana. We could swap freely anyway. This closed beta is focused on testing PvP modes. During your gameplay, you will earn special beta boxes that unlock endgame content, allowing you to test different builds and have fun. These boxes will not exist at launch and are only meant to give players broader access to content during the short beta period. I love this, by the way. I love this approach with beta tests. For sure, yes. Let us get to the juice in the short period of time that we have. The PVE content remains the same as in the last closed beta, but you can still play it to try the new movement and controls. If you already played the previous beta, you can skip the prologue and start directly in the village. Do you want to skip the prologue? They are telling me to skip it, so yes, let's skip it. I'm really excited to check out the movement, man. Guys, please. This is going to make or break it for me. I'm going to be brutally honest. Guys, I'm going to be brutally honest. Okay. So I'm getting the reason why I'm pinging 300 to the JP server is because the JP server is actually EU right now. Makes sense. Okay, here we go. Abilities, select your ability, upgrade, wielding her katana extra. Okay, cool. Here we go, guys. Here we go. I'm gonna be brutally honest. I know I'm about to have an interview with the devs, and I will keep it a buck with them and with you guys. Please let the movement feel buttery smooth.
Let me know if you need anything else.
No, thank you. Just checking out the menu for now.
Oh, it feels great. Okay, yes. Feels good. Feels really good.
Let me add some more for you.
Oh, this is the movement. Yes. Yes, the movement is so good. Yes. This is what I wanted. This is what I wanted from the game. This is the movement. Yes. Stop yapping. Let me use my skills. Okay. Oh, feels good. Feels good. What is this? What game did I play recently that felt just like this? Guys, What's a 2D sprite game that I played recently?
What can I get for you today? Can I start
It's
you off
very
with something to
similar.
drink?
If I need anything. Thank you.
Oh, what was it? Albion? Yeah. Albion Wast. It feels pretty similar to that. Yeah, Wast. Albion, yeah. I feel like there's a different one, though. Not Ragnarok. That's tile-based. Not PoE 2. No, not Raven Dawn. Not Apachia. No. Yeah, Albion's comparable. There's a different fucking game that I played recently. How do I use my abilities, though? How's the audio, guys? There's no music. You're the only player allowed? No. Yeah, I think so. It's because I'm having I have an interview with these guys in like an hour, and Frost, I think he's the head dev. I think he's the head honcho. He is allowing me to play here for a little bit. I think it's yeah. I mean, it's obviously going to give me some better insight to the better insight to the game. Maybe I can ask some better questions. Movement looks like Raven Dawn. I'm trying to think. I don't remember. I don't want to compare it to Raven Dawn because I don't remember. Like, I played Raven Dawn. I almost want to say, yeah, maybe similar, but it's been a while since I played Raven Dawn, and I don't want to make a poor comparison there. Get a gift from Marcelo. Okay. Always like the UI here. Open my map. There's a fucking charm to this look. Get the gift from Marcelo. Wait, is that not Marcelo? Who's Marcelo? I wasn't paying attention. He's down here. Alabaster Dawn. I didn't play Alabaster Dawn. I did not. Tree of Savior. No, that's not the game. This game will have similar movement as tile-based games. They removed it entirely. This is free movement, and I can't wait to actually use the skills. Dreadmist with better graphics. Yeah, comparable to Dreadmist, but I'm telling you, there's another game that I played recently where the combat oh, there it is. Okay. So animation lock when I attack, but it is action combat. Like if I hit my left mouse button, he attacks, but I'm locked. I am locked during that animation. Like I cannot move during that animation. Also, I'm attacking in the direction of my mouse. That's pretty cool. It does feel a little stiffer. It does for sure feel stiffer because of the animation lock. But I'm pretty sure that's intentional. Space, there's a little bit of a lock there. That's my dodge roll. That's my skill. This feels night and day better than what it used to be. I mean, it's not even close. But it's not free. It's not completely free. Like this, like that's a pretty slow animation. You definitely feel that lock right there. You definitely feel it. I'm not sure. So like the alternative to this would obviously be to be able to use that attack while moving. I don't know if that would be a good change though. I think we would have to I think we have to kind of experience the combat in real time. Before, like, I would have to experience the combat in real time before I would want to like make that suggestion. If I made that suggestion, I do too, Aldra. I do too. But you know, plenty of games do have animation locks that feel pretty good. Ping could also have a little bit to do with it, but it doesn't feel like it. Like there's no ping with my movement here. Maybe with the attack. Like if I hit my left mouse button, like there is a slight delay there, so that could be ping. That could for sure be ping. I will. So this is the reason. I think this is where playing this a little bit prior to the interview would be nice, because now I have a very, very basic bare bones feel for it, and I can ask them this question. I'm gonna for sure ask them this question. That right there was definitely ping. Did you guys see that little desync there when I was moving? I'm pretty sure that's from I'm pretty sure that's ping. Like right there, that little desync, I'm pretty sure that's from ping. Right now I'm on like probably 200 to 250 ping right now. This is the EU server. Here's the thing though, guys. Here's the thing. I'm gonna bite my tongue on making suggestions for now because I want to obviously play a little bit first. But listen, if these guys turned a tile-based system, tile-based world into a complete free movement world /game/gameplay, I'm sure removing animation locks or reducing the speed of animation locks is totally possible. Totally possible. I think they've shown just how much they're willing to transform their game based off of player feedback already. So, yeah. I wouldn't be quick to condemn if that is something that you'd prefer. Are a balanced choice? Yeah, think tank. That's what I'm saying. Again, generally speaking, I prefer non-animation locks, especially for action combat, but I'm not gonna sit here and say that they should change it right now, right? Because it could be better. I mean, I haven't even killed a mob, so like I have no right to suggest that change yet. We'll see. I do like how just clicking my left mouse button immediately attacks something though. That was my first mob I killed, by the way. Even Diablo 4 has animation lock, but PoE 2 doesn't, and I like it more. Yeah. Meet Baltino at the Adventurers Guild. Here we go. Let me see this. I don't want my UI to disappear. Show frame rate cap. Let's go 280. Controller, okay. I guess I can't turn off the wasp movement. Yeah, I guess I cannot turn off the HUD from disappearing. I kind of like personally, I prefer my HUD to just be up the entire time. I'm gonna kill some mobs here. Okay, here we go. Oh, that cleaves. That's nice. Okay. Okay, yeah, for sure this is night and day better. 100% it's night and day better. However, it does feel a little bit stiff. It does feel a little stiff, and it's definitely from the animation log. But the question is, right? The question is, how much is my ping kind of making it feel heavier or stiffer? And the second question is, how much does gear play a factor, right? Because like attack, speed, stats, once these things start to become a factor, combat generally picks up quite a bit. Why they make it tile-based? It's not tile-based anymore. gonna try some other classes. Woo. Attack speed will increase, yeah, for sure. Da-na-na. Do you think you're supposed to be like speedy god? Do you think you're supposed to be like a speedy god in the tutorial or something? Me? No, I don't think I'm saying that's what it's supposed to be at all. Let's try some different heroes, yeah? Speed time, extra distance. Yeah, these are pretty cool. On hold, she retaliates against enemies who stare to Dan. Oh, wait, I didn't use that. Wait, right? Really? Let me try this. Oh, nice. Okay. Heroes. Ooh, different, trying to think. Wait, how did I swap? Here we go. Dun, 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 dun. Let me try her. Hey, wait. Oh, I need to be in town. Shit. Okay. Dude, this guy's got a... There's a quest here. Let me get this quest real quick. You got early access? No. Okay, yeah, it looks like they're gonna adjust the server. So just so you know, right now I am playing from Korea and I'm connected to the Asia server. However, because obviously the game is not live, the current Asia server is actually based out of Europe. So they're gonna switch the server so that it's properly, you know, it's properly connected to the JP server, and I'll have good ping, and we'll be able to see how that affects the combat here. Dude, this guy's yapping as hell. I want to go back to town so I can change my class. Can I read my message? Can you just repost it? Can you copy paste it in the chat? I can't really scroll out right now because I'm trying to run to town. Bum, 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 bum. So you can attack diagonally. You have to ask them if they are going to have diagonal attack animations. Right now, I think what they've done is they've cleaved. They have it set to like a cleave. So like, I think this right here. So like when I attack here, I hit these. Like I hit this, the tile in front of me, and I also hit the tile up here from what I could tell. I'll have to double check. So like right here, for example, right? See how I hit that above me? Like I can, like that. You see what I'm saying? Like it's a pretty forgiving hitbox, and I think it should be like that. I think it should be like that. Now I'm sure there are going to be some abilities that have like maybe this is just a fatter. Maybe this is just a fatter.
Found it.
A fatter whatchamacallit hitbox, and some are like more narrow, maybe. The heck? How do I equip my gear? B? There it is. Requires level 4. Shit. Okay, let's go to town. It would look better if there was 8 direct... If there... In my opinion, if there was 8 directional attacks, I think it would look better for sure. I'll ask him. It's actually good. I think the fact that it's 4 probably has a lot to do with the fact that it's tile based, right? Is this sponsored? No, man. You would see hashtag ad blam if it were sponsored. I do have a sponsored segment today, but it's not for this game. It's for Sword Staff after our interview. Okay. Heroes. Let's try her, yeah? Look at this fucking thing. The booty. You can insta swap heroes. You have to go to town to swap heroes. Ooh. Okay. What do my abilities do here? Damage reduction while also applying kinetic charge to enemies along the way. Cool. Increase the cast speed 10%. Little desyncy there. Again, I think it's from my ping. I can't tell if that's from my ping or... We're going to find out soon. This game's not made by Western devs. It is it not? Pretty sure it is. I guess we'll find out soon. Let's go back here, kill these things. Yeah, it looks like yeah. Diagonal, even with a spear. If there's anything that would be a narrow hitbox, it would be the spear, right? Brazilian death, so it's Western. There you go.
So slow.
How many? Yeah, that is very desyncy. Look at that fucking ass, dude. Look at that ass, bro. It's so good. I love it. I love it. All caked up, son. All caked up. Easy cosmetics. Oh, kinda, not really. Cosmetics. Yeah, like I can see this, but I can't like see it. You know what I mean? Switch heroes. Should we try the knight? Let's try this guy. Can't play this character if PvE gets distracted. What kind of MMO is this? Single player? Oh, no, it's just a 2D top-down sprite MMO. I'm on the server by myself right now. The server isn't open. Oh, a little block? So not everything is a dodge roll. %80 damage reduction. Has 2 charges. The cooldown is higher. Shoving enemies away. If you block it with perfect timing, you get 10% of his energy. What does energy do? It will also deal 60 damage to enemies around. Ooh, that sounds pretty good. Little parry mechanic. Great search parry. Slashes the target, dealing 24. Okay. Knocking enemies back. Okay. Let's try this. This might, yeah, this guy's pretty cool. This might be us, boys. Okay. Okay. And I could block while moving. That's good. Kind of like this class. This is a pretty cool class. Let's go back to town. I wish there were mobs around the town. I don't have to keep going back and forth like this. Enemies, the ultimate charge. Ooh, gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Boom, boom. Oh, this guy seemed pretty cool, but I heard he sucks. Let's try ranged. Crossbow, or let's try both of these. What are these abilities? Dash, shoots an arrow, increased attack speed. Follow-up shot. Ooh, hold to aim. What? Yo, Ferris, what's up, man? Okay, what the dude, this is so melee is like 4 directional, but ranged you have to actually aim the skill shot, I think. Let's see how this works on a mob. The arrows are definitely going exactly where I'm shooting them. Like the animation is still 4 direction, but obviously the arrows are going in.
Bullseye.
Huh. Interesting. You're choosing the top. Yeah. So they've removed the tile-based system, but I can tell there is still a tile, like the tile grid thing is probably still present. How forgiving is it? It's a little forgiving. It's a little forgiving, but it's not super forgiving. Oh, I thought the server lagged out there for a second. Okay.
this. Know your place.
Okay, so I'm trying to see here. I think there's a different. I think there is a. Yeah, it seems to be a difference between hitting the AoE from the center. So hold on. We charge 23. No.
Take this.
Oh, wait. That procced something there. Let's read this again. If it hits an enemy precisely at the center, her next left mouse button arrow shot will have a follow-up shot to shoot all enemies. Okay. Interesting. That's a cool interaction.
Nice.
That's a cool interaction. You could shoot behind. Actually, let me see. I'll check. Let me check.
Look behind you. Worth a try.
That it was that extra skill you saw there, right? Yeah. You can aim behind him. Oh shit.
Know your place.
You might want to check.
Okay, yeah. So
My aim is
hitting this in the center makes my next basic attack shoot 2 arrows. It's a pretty cool interaction, and that's just base. Can you cancel skill? No, I can't cancel this. I can't cancel that. I think you should be able to cancel it, to be honest, but yeah, I think you should be able to cancel it. Does it do AoE damage too? What's that? The right mouse button? How about this? It did. It goes, yeah, the follow-up, you see how that hits all 3? So the extra attack you get is an AoE follow-up, which is pretty cool. They buffed his attack speed base, but lowered his basic attacks. I had a blast with her in the first beta. Test Yuki? Yeah, I'll test a few of the characters. Jetpack. Dealing 24 damage with an increased. Interesting. Cool. Hold to aim. If held longer, the blue bolt will be cast. I do like how there's more skills that get introduced. Is this alpha, beta, early? This is nothing. Like this is the test starts tomorrow. Closed beta test starts tomorrow. I'm actually not sure what the situation is with the current like status of the game. I don't know if it's closed beta, early access, open beta. I'm not actually not sure. I'll ask though. We're gonna get all the questions answered in the interview. This is the last beta, it seems. Huh.
Keep your feet on the ground.
Okay, bro. Why do I feel like this might be like with these types of games? I feel like this might be broken. Just kite. Just drop the poison and kite. Why do I feel like in PvP this is gonna be so fucking just so troll to play against? I hope Melee's got some nice gap closers, some CCs. I can see this definitely just being so fucking troll. Melee's have gap. Yeah, I'm sure they have gap closers. This character looks annoying in PvP. Yeah, because you just do passive. You drop it, do passive damage. Melee characters, generally that's kind of how it goes, right? It's like either melee gets wrecked or melee is like overpowered. A lot of the times it's like that. It's always kind of hard to balance that shit. Shall we try Mommy Girl? What does she do? I feel like I tried her last time. Missiles. Souls kicked out of their body for a brief moment. Huh. Who's the interview with? It's with Frost. Bro, how is it? If you notice it, you notice it. Listen, I'm not complaining. Good thing this shit ain't Unreal Engine 5, man. God damn. There's got to be a better fucking spot like that. Ooh, okay. Oh. That's pretty cool. That feels pretty good to use. I can just let that go. So it's a right mouse button is a charge skill, but I could let it go early and then unleash the bolt. But I can't use that diagonally though. Huh. Oh, so like I'm just locked into that direction. And I can only use it in 4 directions. Ooh, I think they need to adjust that. I think as far... Ooh. Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, so if I dodge at the right time, I get a mesmer... Okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I think as far as I could tell, I love the fact that this is free movement now. Combat feels better. Movement feels better. The movement feels great. I don't think they need to do anything to the movement unless they want to like... make a diagonal, make like 8 direction animation. Sorry, let me rephrase that. Unless they want to add 4 more animations for the diagonal animation, right? I don't think that's necessary, but for the combat, I feel like there's still remnants of the tile-based system that exists. Like for example, the right mouse button there, that only goes 4 ways as far as I can tell. You know what I mean? But like, you know, with other ranged attacks, you're not limited to 4 directions, obviously, right? So I think there is a little bit of work to do there. I also want to really talk to them about the animation locks because it does feel stiff. It for sure does feel stiff, but I'd like to hear his thoughts on it. Is the charge skill aimable? Yes. So when you're charging, here, let me go back and show you. When you're charging, you're locked into the direction. So like I can't move. Like I can't aim it. I can't change directions while I'm charging. And I charge in the direction of my mouse, but if I'm here, it's going to go, I think, north, like directly north, I think. Like that. But I can't move it from here. You see that? So if it's here, I think she's going to turn here. But I can't move it. And it only goes here. It doesn't go here. So, yeah. I like the idea of no animation lock, but move a little bit. Yeah. I just want to hear his thoughts because animation locks are it's a fickle thing, right? It's like there's animation locks present in every game. It's just a matter of how much animation lock, how it's applied, what abilities are animation locked. I want to get his thoughts on it. One should be able to aim 360. All of the other ranged attacks, you have been able to aim 360. All of the other ones, you have been. Like, let me show you. I'll show you one more time. That's the only skill that wasn't able to do that, ranged-wise. So, like, you see this? This is going where my mouse is. Right? All the other ranged abilities felt really good. Felt pretty good, I should say. You know, obviously the animation lock there.
Stick to the straight and narrow, trust me.
Where the mouse is? Yeah. I used her. You guys said you wanted to try out Yuki, right? Of course you guys want me to play Yuki. Of course. If she performs Feral Slash the next time, she will throw an ice spike. Oh, cool. Also applies 1 freeze stack to weak enemies. Each stack reduces the enemy's movement speed. Ooh, 6 attacks freezes. Interesting. Applies 2 freeze stacks to enemies when hit. Oh, this is an interesting character.
What's going on
This
here?
looks like a maid outfit. Is this a maid outfit? Of course it is. That's a pretty low cooldown too. This, interestingly enough, is
Let's go. I can fly.
yo, that freeze is dude, the voice is kind of crazy though. The voice do be kind of crazy.
You can escape.
The freeze. How's the movement now? Movement is buttery smooth. Movement is fantastic. But the attacks are a little stiff because there's an animation lock with everything. But it is like action combat, as in like I press left mouse button, I attack. But there is a noticeable animation lock. We were just talking about the animation lock. I want to hear his thoughts on it. Because, you know, obviously animation locks aren't always bad. Like I was mentioning this just a few minutes ago, but every game has animation locks. It's just a matter of how long they are and what skills have it, what skills don't have it. I personally prefer games that have less animation locks, where some skills you can cast freely while you move, and other skills, you know, having like shorter animation locks. But the movement itself is really good. By the way, is Tibia tile-based? I don't think Tibia is tile-based, right? I don't think Tibia is tile-based. Didn't this guy suck? It is? Oh, Tibia is tile-based? Gotcha. Wasn't there an old school game that wasn't tile-based?
Off you go. I'll be keeping an eye on you.
Okay. I think they're ready. Let me check. One sec. Okay, perfect. Friday. Okay. Yeah, we should be good to go. Okay, great. Let me just... Okay. All right, guys. I'm going to run to the restroom and we're going to start the interview. All right, boys. I will be right back. And yep, I will be right back.
What's going on here then?
I'm gonna run an ad real quick to get it out the way.
Keep moving, nothing to see here. Off you go. I'll be keeping an eye on you. You need to report a crime.
Okay. Let's do this. Bum, 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 ba, bum, ba. Dun, 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 dun. All right, let's set up. Let's set up. Welcome in, boys. What is going on? Did we get a raid? No, we didn't. Give me a key. What? I don't have a key. What you guys talking about? Okay. Here's what we're gonna do, boys and girls. Hold on. I'm gonna call them right now. I have to start my virtual camera. Hi, everybody. Oh, they tagged in the Discord. Gotcha. Hello?
Hello.
Hello. Hi. Let me just get set. You can see me, right?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Let me just get set up. Oh, shit. Let me just get set up here. And, where's this? I actually do not remember. Okay, yeah, you know what? Let's just do this.
That's enough gawking. Go about your business.
Okay, hold on. Let me mute the game. Let me mute the game. Turn that off. Put the chat up there. The Drakantos community, it's pretty fucking big. It is. It is. It is. Okay.
Ah, se bem que eu não sou muito fã daquilo.
Just about ready, guys. Sorry. Okay.
Concordo.
Where did this go? I think I sent you... Yeah, I sent you this. Okay. I think we are... Could I get a quick mic check?
Yes.
How's the volume?
Is that volume okay, guys? Is that pretty consistent with me?
Yeah, perfect.
Pergunta, galera.
Okay.
Às vezes era comigo.
We're good? Okay, fantastic. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Shoot. Sorry guys, I'm trying to adjust my ads right now just so that it's like the very minimum for this entire thing. So just give me a sec here. That way you guys get hit with less ads. Unfortunately, I have to run a minimum, otherwise new viewers coming in will get hit with a pre-roll ad, and we don't want that. Okay. All right, ads should be set to the minimum here, boys. However, the next one is in like 30 minutes, unless we can just knock that out of the way. I'm just waiting for Twitch to allow me to actually play it. And if I do, then the next ad won't be for like another hour and something. So I'd like to do that prior to starting. So I guess maybe we just buy some time here for the boys. Okay. Hi, by the way. How are you guys? What is your guys' names? I don't. So the only person I know is Frost, and I don't know which one of you guys is Frost.
It's me. It's me.
Okay. Nice to meet you. Thank you for the help, by the way, when I played the game back in the day, like previously.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really cool.
That's pretty good.
Who's the person next to you?
I was like talking to him.
And I'm Kyle. We are brothers, actually.
Oh, you guys are brothers.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try not to ask you any questions right now, so that we can have it, on the recording.
Yeah.
Thank you, Pixel. Appreciate that.
I'm the SDid from the Discord. The other one there.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm just trying to think what I can say right now. Okay, guys. Twitch is allowing me to run the ad right now. I'm gonna run a 3-minute ad. That way the next ad gets like delayed to the max. I have ads set to the minimum. So just bear with me, guys. We'll wait for the ad to play through, and then we'll play we'll do the podcast. Let me know when the ad, if there is an ad. I think we should be able to be finished before any ads play, I think. But if we don't and we get hit by an ad during the podcast or during the interview, just let me know and we'll just kind of chill, okay? All right, great. All right, so ads going through. We knocked that out, and yeah. You guys ready for tomorrow? By the way.
Yes, we are testing things internally right now.
Okay.
So I think we are good.
Nice,
I hope
nice.
so.
What time is it over there?
Just 1 hour difference. It's
No, it's
No?
a lot of
Oh, no.
more.
Okay, yeah.
1 hour and flip the AM PM.
Yeah.
It's 4 p.m.
4
Yeah,
p.m.
yeah.
Gotcha. 4 p.m. Wait, you guys are 2 hours ahead of NA East?
I guess. I don't
Okay.
remember.
No,
New
I
York
think I
time.
saw
Okay.
it-
Gotcha,
I
gotcha.
think it told it was 3 p.m. So I thought it was
Gotcha.
because it's 4.
No, it's not 4. We schedule it for 4 p.m. Right now it's like 3.5.
yes,
Yeah.
Hmm.
So they're less.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So I sent you guys a list of the questions. Obviously, I'm sure there's gonna be like smaller questions in between, but those are pretty much the talking points. I'm gonna try and go
Did
in
you?
that order the best I can.
Where is that list? We didn't receive that list.
Oh, really? I sent it to you. I can quote it in the yeah, here. Here. I could resend it, but there's maybe you missed it.
Okay, I saw it now.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's pretty
I
basic
read
stuff.
it.
Very
Yeah.
straightforward. Yeah. Excuse me. And obviously we'll, just kind of restart. Oh my gosh, please. Oh my gosh.
Describe the next
Can I turn this off?
song
Guys, I have
in
to turn this
chat.
off right now. I want to be respectful to these.
Launch day.
No. We're not doing this right now. We are not doing this right now. I'm sorry. I have an AI extension where when I get a hype train, the chat, there's this AI song that plays, and anything the chat writes, the AI song generates a song around it. I'm going to try and turn it off. Don Bononi, thank you.
Forever is the destination.
I'm sorry. Hold on. How do I turn this off?
It's the-
Here. There.
Hopes and dreams alone.
Okay, turned off. Sorry, guys. Listen, that's not a scam. I just,
Okay.
we can't right now. We're good, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Chat. Wait, they're still waiting in the ads. Still waiting in the ads. We got 30 seconds. Let the boys in the chat know, if you guys don't mind, that we just knocked out the 3-minute ad. That way, we don't get any more ads for the actual segment. If you guys could let them know. Sorry to keep you guys waiting.
No problem. Yeah.
All right, I think we should be good. Yeah, we should definitely be good. And yeah, I don't think we're gonna get any more ads for the entire thing. Why so many ads, especially before the interview? I just explained it. So like, Twitch requires me to run a certain amount of ads per minute, or excuse me, per hour. So what I did is before the interview started, I just knocked out the ad because it was a mandatory ad that was coming in 30 minutes. So by knocking it out, we now have no more ads for the entire interview segment. We don't have any more ads. That's why I try to get it out of the way, unless you'd rather have it played during the middle of the interview. Yeah, and I've set my ads to the very bare minimum to not get pre-roll ads. So doing what I can. Okay. So, all right. Here we go. Hit record. All right. Okay. I think we're all set. Yes, we're all set. Okay, perfect. You guys ready?
Yeah,
I'm
that's-
ready.
Cam desync. Shit. Okay.
Alright, we'll see.
Okay, perfect. Now we're good. Thank you guys for being patient. Both the you two gentlemen as well as the Twitch chat. Appreciate you guys. If you guys are here from the official Drakantos Discord, welcome in. Looking forward to interviewing these two fine gentlemen about the Drakantos game. If you guys are not familiar with Drakantos, if you're from my community, this is a new 2D MMORPG, which you're going to hear about here very shortly. Okay, so you guys ready? I'm ready.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Interview begins. Welcome, everybody. We're going to be talking a little bit of Drakantos today. For those of you who are not familiar with this game, this is a new 2D MMORPG. I would say developed by an indie team, and I'm joined here by the developers. But are you guys the creators of this game?
Yeah.
Yeah, yes.
You are. Okay, so you guys are like the founders, the creators. Great. Could you guys maybe give us a brief introduction? Let the people know who you guys are.
Okay. Yeah, you know me as Frost from the Discord. I am the game director and lead game designer. And
I'm Caio from the Astid, the user from Discord, and I'm the lead level designer, but I also do the important decisions and concept of the game with my brother.
most of all the decisions of game design, important things we
do together.
Do together. Yeah.
Gotcha. So can you tell us about the Drakantos team? Is it just you guys? I can't imagine it's just you two, right?
No, it's we have 20 people and more like five for community manager, marketing and stuff. So it's about 24 or 25,
like 16 developers for QAs and for marketing. And
Gotcha. I'd like to ask you some questions, start out the interview with some questions in regards to just the structure of the Drakantos team. When did this game start development?
It's about 4 years now. We started in
early 2022.
2022. So it's
2022.
early like that, but the Discord was created in August 22. So it's the Discord have like 3 years and almost 4.
3 to 4 years. Wow, that's a pretty short period of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you guys said you said 16 developers roughly.
Hey, and more for QAs, so it's like 20.
20. Okay, gotcha. And was it that size out the gate, or was it originally maybe just you guys for the first half?
Yeah, a little smaller.
It's smaller, yeah.
Smaller.
But not that smaller. It was like 12, I guess, and
12 and a few more.
Okay, cool.
Over the time.
This is a question that I ask all the developers on a live stream. Feel free not to answer if it's private, but I was wondering if you could share how big this game's budget is, how much money that has gone into it.
We don't know exactly because it's not our.
We didn't get an investor or something that was like putting money, so it was over the time we're gonna spend in maintaining the team, and it wasn't.
It's basically we deal with the game design stuff, so we can talk about those kind of things because we are not the managers and investors and things like that.
Gotcha. Okay, well, great. Let's talk about the game then. Can you tell us what Drakantos is? What kind of game is this? It's obviously an MMO, but I think a lot of people in the West, you guys have a huge South American audience, really big.
It's an MMO, but it's very different from the traditional ones. We have a lot of things that are completely different. So some people can call just an MMO or MO or MO Lite. I don't know, because it's very, like I said, it's very different in the entire concept from the other games like that. The idea of the game started because we love 2D games, and we had almost known multiplayer games that you play for a long time in this kind of graphic. Most of MMORPGs launch as 3D games, and we wanted a game that we can play long term, but in this kind of graphic. So that was our first inspiration, because we love like Sword of Mana, Chrono Trigger, even Stardew Valley. There's a lot of 2D games that Yeah, and we wanted that, but in an online environment, you know.
Gotcha. And that's the game concept. Like you guys wanted to put together like a 2D sprite type
Yeah.
of game.
Yeah, it plays a lot like an action RPG, a co-op action RPG, but with a lot of MMO aspects with the commerce with other players. You meet a lot of players in hubs, so it's a
Right.
lot of features from the MMO in the action.
It's
Right.
a lot of mixed
Yeah.
features.
Sure.
Really.
I definitely want to talk to you guys about the content that's in the game and see how that lines up
Yeah.
with traditional MMO content. But a lot of people forget the M in MMO stands for massively
yeah.
multiplayer. And we are seeing a lot of MORPGs, which are like, you know, multiplayer online RPGs. Is this game massively, because one of you said earlier or just now that MMO like or MMO light. How large is the scale of this game?
Let me explain. In the cities in the game, you can see even 100 people because hundreds, and it's like an MMO in that aspect because you see
a lot.
A lot of people, and you have
The economy
the
involves a
economy
lot of
because you
people,
have
a lot of
the
players.
auction house, marketing, and almost all items are you can trade off with other player.
Right.
So you have that. You have the social features like of course you can form parties and stuff. And we will add a guild feature
guild system.
later on because we are behind the schedule. But when we are in the gameplay aspect, we did it more with less players because different from a 3D game, you have the horizontal view. You can see things from afar in a 3D game. But in a top-down game, you have just your screen. So, and because our game is an action RPG, a lot of aspects of what made the game good is you can see clearly what the boss is doing, so you can evade with a dash or use your parry and things like
You
that.
can feel the feedback of an animation of the boss attacking, where you react as you see it.
It's
happening.
a lot
So-
reactive with the animations. So when we have a lot of players in the screen, you can't understand shit. You know, it's like a bullet hell. So the game is not as enjoyable. That's why we designed the game to be more around 3 or 4 people when we are playing in a dungeon and things like that.
Okay.
So yeah.
But of
In the-
course, we are planning and have some content with more players. But
Sure.
the main focus of the PVE and PvP will be in the.
We have
the
like
scale, yeah.
hell gates that you can meet even 24 players in the same
Gotcha.
site. But most of dungeons are around 3-4 peoples, and PvP it's 3 versus 3 and things like that.
Cool. So there is an open world. You guys were saying in the town you could see hundreds, but the moment you go out of town, there is a small loading screen, and then you're in a zone, which is the quote unquote open world for Drakantos. Are you? How many people can we see when I go out that first exit?
Yeah, we're trying to find the balance where it's enjoyable to see players, but not overcrowding, where it's remove the exploration
Sure.
and you only see players and the bosses just die instantly because they are like being groped by a lot of people. So we found out
Depends on the art.
yeah, depends on the area. Some areas are bigger, some others are
Right.
smaller, but from this first region, it's around 50. We put around it. We found it's a good balance for this area, but depends on the size of the area.
Gotcha. So
What he meant, it's the initial area you can see around 50 people, because if we have too many, it kind of removes the challenge feeling. Because, for example, you can find some chests that are PvE or PvP oriented, and when you click in this chest, it will start like a challenge. And even with 50 people, sometimes you see the screen with everyone there. So
sometimes all
removes
50
the point of the fight. And
Yeah, sometimes all 50 in the same place, it gets a little crowded. So.
right, absolutely. Yeah. So about 50. You guys said like a limit of 50 per layer. Is it just the
per
layering
channel,
system?
Yes,
Yeah.
How does the layering system work? Is it just an auto layering system or can you manually change channels?
It's automatically, but you can like follow a
Yeah,
friend and
you can invite your friends to go in the same channel, whatever.
Gotcha. Okay, so you have your town, and then you have the zones outside of that. Like how like what's beyond that? Is there like a vast open world? Is it just are we expecting just levels or maps, and then like maybe like 20 maps or something, or is it just one map to start?
Like we said, it's a little bit different of other MMOs RPGs because we have our open world. It's divided right now by only three or
regions.
four, three regions and more the cities. It's pretty big every region, but it's not the main place that you level up your character. Instead of grinding, killing mobs and things like that, our open world is more like
Exploration.
yeah, more like you can see like Genshin Impact. It's
Okay.
like you can find chests, the
Yeah,
puzzles.
you unlock new areas
You-
and
you
do
know-
quests.
Yeah, you find NPCs, do quests, stories. It's more oriented to find the to
It's
explore
exploration to
yeah.
unlock things for your account because
Yes.
most games where MMOs you have an open world, you just run one time with your character. If you want to play another character, you're gonna do the same route, and it's like boring to do the same thing again.
Yeah.
But as our game has a lot of characters, you want to level them up. The open world is not what is meant to be. So you're gonna do other things to level up, and the word is a shared word for your account where you explore and unlock things for your account.
Yeah, you find secrets and do quests for
secrets,
the
yeah.
entire account. And the best way to level up in Drakantos, you have the two-man systems. You can do it by playing PvP, and I can talk about it later. And the adventures. The adventures is the main system for that because we have like hundreds of maps and hundreds of enemies, different enemies, and a lot of bosses. And the system is very complex because it will.
Fala bastante depois também.
Do you want me to explain this now or? Okay.
Sure.
Maybe right there.
However you want it. However you want to do it. Yeah.
Okay. So the system will generate a lot of maps, and those maps inside them there's a lot of random things as well. Like you can find allied soldiers, you can find some random events, you can find some random challenges as well. So every time you play, you will find a different objective, even if it's the same map. Sometimes we will find the same map, but sometimes you have to escort a merchant. Sometimes you have to collect herbs. Sometimes you have to just kill monsters. Sometimes it will appear a random enemy on the road. Maybe you find a griffin attacking some civilians. And
Right.
it's totally random, the things that will appear, and the maps will be generating over time. So when you level up another hero, your leveling path will be completely different,
Gotcha. So a very big emphasis on like map completion. Would that be fair to say? Like a good
Yeah.
map
Yeah,
completion
we focus
stuff.
a lot on the like replayability of the game, where you always, every time you are playing a new character or your character for a long time, it doesn't feel like you're playing the same thing over and over again. So
Right.
Yeah.
So a brand new player coming in, playing your game for the first time, and let's say that person is going to play the game for 100 hours. Can you give me a rough idea, like a very streamlined idea as to what that player's experience is going to be like? I'm kind of thinking, based off of what you guys have told me, go in there. I mean, obviously it's an MMO, so there's going to be things to progress, but just like the content itself is going to be just a lot of exploring, going out there, discovering things. And then while you do that, there are going to be dungeons kind of tied in, maybe some world bosses, and then eventually queuing into PvP instances. Can you kind of give me a rough breakdown as to what I could expect as a new player going in?
Yeah, it's more like you said, you start the game, you will have a few main quests. So the quests will point things in the open world. So and while you're doing those quests, we will find some chests and challenges in the open world. But the main quest will tell you to do some dungeons, and even some quests are tied to the dungeons. For example, you can find an NPC that will ask for herbs, and those herbs are in the adventures in the dungeons.
Gotcha.
So you have a lot of things that go there and
Yeah, go back and forth.
go back and forth. Yeah.
Would you-
So
Yeah, I was going to say, would you say all of this is solo friendly, or are there going to be instances where you're forced to group up with people, you're forced to interact with people in the world?
the dungeons itself are you can do a party for 4 people, but you can go alone. But the server will tag you with a lot of other people in those missions in the matchmaking. But you don't necessarily need to wait other people to enter this mission as well. For example, you are playing alone. If you click in a mission, you will start this mission alone. But if other people want to play in the same mission as you, they will
Join you and
join as a
help you.
reinforcement. You know, so
Gotcha.
you go together. You don't need to interact with them, but if you go together, we'll complete much faster and easier. of
Right.
course.
And when you say like those are like real players that would be joining.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right,
yes.
right,
Yeah.
right. But
They
by the
join
way,
you to help you.
I think it's really funny. This is the first time my chat has been predominantly non-English. I'm seeing the chat go off, and it's just like the vast majority of it is non-English. I apologize, guys. I can't understand that language. Feel free to, chat however you please, but yeah, I can't understand it. So, yeah, okay, cool. So that starts to tie into some of the PVE content, which I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit more in detail. I know obviously, world exploration, dungeons, these are this is all, under the umbrella of the PVE content. Could you tell us a little bit more about the PVE content? I'm sure there's more stuff that we can expect with PVE. And is this game a PVE focused game or a PvP focused game?
It's kind of both. I want to talk about the PvP later, but let's focus on PvE, like you asked first. Let me see how to explain it. Not only the dungeons, we have the bosses. We have like 20 bosses that in the end game. So they have.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. I was just like, I'm listening to you. I'm like, 20 bosses. Yeah.
No, but those are the bosses that are the major bosses. Smaller bosses will have like more than 50, I guess.
Yeah.
There's a lot of mini bosses, but the major bosses, we have 20 right now. So it's another content to play those bosses. They are very complex with a lot of stages and a lot of things to do. And each one of them has exclusive rewards. So if you want that specific artifact or skill, you have to play this boss and the specific amounts for this boss. So all bosses have their importance.
They have a lot of rare drops where you can farm them to try to get some exclusive things that is really cool. And as you play, you're gonna level up your power, and it will be progressing in the world, in the adventure ranks that you play. And as you unlock new ranks, you start unlocking these bosses that we're saying. And even the bosses they get like new attacks over there.
What he meant is the dungeon system. You have your adventure rank. When you get stronger, you unlock more ranks. And each rank will unlock new mini bosses, new adventures, new maps, new monsters, and things like that. And even the major bosses will get more complex over new ranks. So they will increase their loot table, and they will have more mechanics and things like that over your progress in this adventure rank.
Right, and that's not like an endless scaling, right? There is a limit. There's a cap.
There is
Okay.
The 14 is the last one.
Gotcha.
We can talk about the progression horizontal of our characters.
Yeah, please. Yeah, I
uh,
would like to. Yeah, I was going to actually ask you about that because, we are talking about some of the things that you're doing. I
Okay.
would also like to know what the character progression is going to be like and the character progression content. Like if I played your game for 1,000 hours, right? And this is
Okay.
relevant specifically for MMOs because the long-term replayability, right? If I've played your
Yes.
game for 1,000 hours, what is my day going to be like? Am I going in just doing my dailies and I'm logging out, or
Yeah, I can talk just to finish what we talking about
Yeah.
earlier. We have another PVE content. It's the Coliseum. We have the Coliseum. It's like a survival that will have a wave of enemies. And
Okay.
this content is solo. You can only play solo. And the cool thing is when you progress from, I guess, it's more like the rank 6, we will find a champion in each match, and you have like an AI to.
It controls another
Yes,
character.
it controls another playable hero, and it has the same cooldowns as you, and they will play like a player, and you have to face this
Right.
boss. So it's like,
It's like
every
a PvP
hero.
match of 101 with the AI, so it's really
Yeah,
cool. Also.
it's like
It's a
all
bit-
playable characters are like bosses as well in this mode, and it's pretty cool. And we have even a challenge that if you face all heroes in a row with the same hero and you defeat them all, you get an exclusive reward and things like that. It's pretty cool. Uh, and another PvE content we have, and it's like PvE PvP. We have the Hell Gates. The Hell Gates are more like an extraction game. You enter, and a lot of parties enter in the same area, and you have to defeat the bosses and mobs, and you will increase your rewards. But other player can kill you and get
and you
this
lose everything.
like an extraction. Yeah.
So have to choose if you get more rewards or and risk lose everything or extract before.
Right.
And
Just
that's
like
not
Albion.
bad.
You guys play
Fun.
Albion? I take it you guys play Albion. No?
Yeah. We played just on the release,
Okay.
so we know.
It's kind of that, but also more like Arc Rider, where you go and loot everything and you extract.
Right. Extractions.
Also like
Yeah.
that.
General
So it's like-
extractions. Yeah. Of course,
general
Albion isn't the only
extraction.
one. Yeah.
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 but also the Hellgate of Albion was a lot of inspiration for it too.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Absolutely. I mean, that's a great game to take inspiration from. But cool. So this content sounds pretty cool. I would like to still ask you, go back to that
Yeah.
question of like
Right.
character progression.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
like
Character
end
progression,
game
yes.
loop. What
Okay.
what are we looking at here?
First off, we, as you know, we have heroes instead of classes, right?
Yes.
And I will explain first why is that, because mainly we did that because 2D games is different from 3D games. You have the animations can't be transferred. When you have like a 3D game, you can do an armor and it will transfer for all animations of the game. So when we started doing the game, we have the choice to do to create a hero or do preset heroes. But if we did that, we create a hero, we can't do that complex animations, because if you see any 2D games that is like that, you have only generic animations like Stardew
Sure.
Valley and stuff. But so we choose to create heroes because we can do more personalized stuff. Some heroes can do black flips. Some heroes has a totally different body type.
spin around
or
and
yeah,
body
spin around.
type,
So we have a lot of crazy stuff we can do. And so when we went that way, we wanted the people to play more than one hero.
Okay.
It was our goal. Because when I talk, we go talk to PvP later, it's good when you have more. Of course, you can play just one, but when you have more, it plays like a MOBA or Overwatch, that you
Sure.
can play a specific hero for this map or for a specific role.
Or counter
Right.
peek while
Or
your
counter pick.
enemies.
And you can do that for PvE as well. You can
Right.
use a hero for this boss
Yeah,
or
for
a
a specific
hero.
boss.
This boss has a lot of summons, so you need a hero
Right.
that has more AoE and things like that. So the progression is tied to that because you will start obviously playing just one hero, but when you get to the adventure rank 8, the equipment, you will max your equipment eventually, and you will unlock
And
some
level too.
yeah,
And the level of the
yeah, in the
character
level
too.
when you get to the max level, right?
Right.
To your
It will be
hero.
around where the adventure ranks of 8.
Yeah. You will unlock more slots that are the accessories, and those are shared in all your heroes. So it's like when you max a hero to the max, the other ones will keep the same accessory. So it's like you need to progress each hero to a certain
Right.
point. Later on, you will have all heroes available for you, and they will
Yeah, you have a
like level up together.
Yeah,
I
a much
guess.
slower
Right.
progression of the end game over from the 8 adventure ranks to the 14, which is the max right now. So it will be much slower, but any character you have at the max level and equipments will be at the same power in the end game. So you can choose and progress with anyone you
Yeah,
play.
you have this flexibility.
Yeah.
And other thing is the artifacts.
If I
The
may, real
artifacts in the
quick,
game.
just because I'm going to upload this to YouTube, and I
Okay,
have a lot of viewers that don't actually know how this hero system works. I'm just going to pull this up
Okay.
really quickly so that you guys can see. In this game, you don't select just one class, and that class is your class forever. When you create your character, you have the ability to play any character that you can swap to. And you can swap to any character that you have unlocked in town. But then when you go out of town, you have to go back to town in order to swap, as you can see right here. So that's the system that they are talking about right now. Sorry, let me pull this back up. All right, perfect. I just gave a visual to the audience that's watching on YouTube or on Twitch that isn't familiar with that system. Sorry, go ahead.
And that's good because you have with this system you can play a lot of builds, a lot of classes, and you can. It's better that you don't get bored. You know,
Yeah,
you can have a lot of.
You are not always playing the same thing, so you can change your character, your composition of your team. So
It's like out friendly. You know, the game is out friendly.
Alt friendly, right?
And you have some cross progression with the artifacts. I will explain briefly what is the artifacts, but artifacts are essentially two active skills that you have in your set that are like generic. Every hero, any hero can use that artifact.
Okay.
So those are unlocked in your entire account. So, but for example, you play with the archer and you unlock it 4 artifacts and you upgraded them, etc. When you go back to play another hero, you can use those artifacts in the other hero, and it will make your life easier. And like it's
Custom play
account
style.
shared all artifacts. Yes.
Yeah,
Right,
there's a lot
right.
of horizontal progression. So like the open world, as we say, with your quests to unlock this the upgrade of these artifacts, you unlock new things that's out to your
Right.
account. So you
Yeah.
So, based off of everything you've said so far, it sounds like, I mean, obviously there's a big focus on horizontal content in your game, but would you say that is the main focus, kind of like a Guild Wars 2, where there is a certain level of gearing up, but then pretty much endgame is more horizontal? Or is there an important vertical element or aspect to this game? Because I'm still not really sure. Again, let's say I've completed a lot of this horizontal stuff. You know, I'm 3,000 hours into your game. When I log in tomorrow or the next day, what am I doing? Like, what is my incentive to play? Am I still trying to gear up? If I am still trying to gear up and become more powerful, what am I doing? Am I just running a dungeon again? Because there's only so much exploration you can obviously do, right?
Yes.
there's a lot of rare artifacts that's really hard to collect them all. Because
That's why we focused on the adventure system.
Okay.
Because we know the exploration runs out of content. So that's why we try to do everything as repayable as possible. And of course, you have a lot of horizontal stuff. You have like 300 artifacts right now.
It's a lot.
And and it will be more. And you have the orbs and a lot of progression stuff like the trophies and things like that. but like I said, you reach your max level, and then you have a vertical progression of power of your entire account.
Even the artifacts are a vertical progression because it's for your account, so you're always
Yes, the
Sure.
level
artifacts.
you have the level of
Yeah.
each artifact that can be leveled up to 5. But like you said, if you have a lot of time in the game, you will essentially
How many artifacts is there? Is like 200? How many artifacts?
300.
We have 300 artifacts, and a lot of them are really, really rare in the bosses to drop. So even with 1,000 of hours playing, there's always a lot of rare stuff you can still drop, and the really rare mounts and
Cosmetic
things
as well,
cosmetic you can drop. in
pets,
this.
mounts,
Yeah.
and things like that. But eventually we will reach a cap of your vertical power.
Sure.
And we will increase it in new updates.
Gotcha. So like,
introducing more stuff to do.
gotcha. One really quick question before I kind of recap that for myself.
Okay.
You were saying you can go vertical via the artifact, like you can level up the artifacts. Did I understand that correctly? So
Yeah.
like, how do I level up the artifacts?
You have to get materials from
Okay.
drops of mobs.
Okay.
And
Actually, when you drop the artifacts, you already have a quest line to unlock the progression, right?
yes, the artifacts have categories. So if you drop like an elixir, I don't know how to
Sure. Sure. Yeah.
it will unlock a quest line, and this quest line you have to do it to use that elixir, and this NPC can upgrade it
Right.
later.
Okay.
So you need to gather materials. You need to break some duplicates of other artifacts that you
Right,
already
okay.
have, and a lot of gold and
Right.
stuff like that.
Okay, so so to me, this is what it sounds like. It sounds like the vertical progression of the game is tied to the map completion and achievement like content and other MMOs, rather than, hey, to upgrade this, you need to run this dungeon over and over again. To upgrade this, you need to just kill these mobs over and over again. It sounds like everything is kind of just scattered. If I want to upgrade these artifacts, there's maybe like a quest line. Is that accurate or not really?
No, in the artifact way, you're correct, but you have your accessories. Like I said, that it's tied to the power of all your heroes.
Right.
So those you have to run over and get and upgrade the accessories to go to another rank.
Right.
And upgrade again to go to another rank. So we have this
That's the
vertical
grind.
progression as well.
There's a grind there. Can you tell me a little bit more about? Can you
yeah.
tell me about that grind? I'd like to know.
To upgrade those accessories, like I said, you have to run bosses, and the material that drop in the bosses is that what upgrade those accessories.
Gotcha. And the
Yeah,
bosses
there's a
are
lot
like
of
dungeon
adventures,
bosses.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Those major bosses that I talked about, yeah.
Gotcha. So it sounds like the whole progression is pretty balanced across like the entire game. Map completion, dungeons, bosses, and stuff like that.
Yes, we try to do a lot of different things to progress. So because when there's only one, you get bored of doing the same thing again. So there's a lot of things you can do to progress your account, not necessarily only grinding the same thing again.
Right.
Another example of that. Do you remember that, like I said, the Coliseum that you face another hero like you? This content, you have the trophies. The trophies are passives that you can equip in your hero, and those passives you only get in this content. So to progress your passives, you need to face those bosses, and say it's another content separate, but it's another progression. Like we balance
like every
things.
kind of content have its own progression.
Yeah,
where you can
sure.
go for it.
Right. That's what I was saying. It
But the main
seems pretty
progression,
balanced.
the main progression that will be like the power. Playing bosses has a little time gauge, but you can always continue progressing in other areas where you're doing it.
Gotcha. Okay, so a lot of people are talking about how much of a PvP focus this game has, and this upcoming test also a PvP focused test.
Yeah.
How much of this game, because you said it was pretty well balanced, like a PvE, both PvE and PvP balance, right? Can you tell us a little bit about the PvP design in this game?
Yes. What we wanted with PvP, It's because some players get bored, like only killing creatures and doing dungeons and stuff. So we wanted to try a new thing that when we are playing, even level 1, you can go to the arena. And the arena, everyone is have the same stats.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
To be, yeah, it's like we wanted it to be competitive. And the cool thing is you will get rewards like you are doing PvE.
Okay.
You will get equipment, you get gold, experience from victories from PvP. So essentially, you of course you can play. You need to play to do the quests and the open world stuff.
Sure.
But if you don't want to play dungeons, you can play only PvP. That will get the same thing. You
Oh,
know?
wow.
You can instead of playing dungeons, you can play PvP.
Yeah, even the mounts and everything, you can drop it and play in the PvP too.
Right. Can you,
That's pretty good.
for the PvE Andes, is it okay to not do the PvP and still just do PvE?
Yeah,
and progress?
yes.
So both ways.
Like you have the both ways. You can go to the arena or to adventures. So do whatever you like, and you can do it with other heroes as well. For example, you play your entire hero in the PvE, and now you want to try a new one. You can try this new one just
Right.
in PvP if
Right.
you want.
So you said the arena is balanced PvP,
Stats wise,
stat wise. Okay.
yeah.
Can you
Stats
allow?
wise, that means you don't have the. You need to unlock the artifacts.
Okay.
You have the same power, HP, and things like that, but you have to use your own artifact, your own trophy. Of course, those will be you have the same level as well.
Right.
Like you have a level
Yeah.
1 artifact in the arena, it will be level 5.
Right.
But you need to unlock it.
So the horizontal is in play, but the vertical is balanced.
Yeah,
From
yeah,
what it
yeah.
sounds. Okay. So that's just
yeah,
the. Is that just for the arena, or is that across all of the PvP content? Because I can't imagine arena being the only PvP content in the game.
Yeah,
Like, because all the PvP content, we mean arena, but there are different modes in the arena, not
Okay,
the
gotcha.
same thing.
they are yes, there is other PvP content, but arena itself has a lot of modes.
Gotcha.
You can see it more like a hero brawler. Did you play Brawl Stars, for example?
I have a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah,
Very
so
little.
It's like that. We have different objectives, different maps. So when we start a arena, it will show the map for you, so you can select the hero.
Appropriate for
Yeah,
it,
appropriate.
yeah.
Yeah. So some heroes are better for AOE maps and things like that. So you select your hero after the arena, the map selection, and we have even a MOBA mode that you have towers, minions, and it plays like League of Legends, but a small version of that. So
Okay, cool.
in this upcoming beta, we have like 13
maps.
13 maps in 3 modes. So
Gotcha. So, okay. What is the incentive for the stats for the vertical portion of the game, right? Like getting this gear that gives me more HP and more damage and stuff like. If that is balanced in PvP, what is the incentive for that? Is it just PvE incentive then?
No, because there's a lot of things that are exclusive to the PvE. Because the bosses drop, the artifacts that drop from the bosses, you still have to kill the bosses to get it.
I see.
It's not exactly what he asked. It's more like some things are related to your adventure level. So to get better rewards, you need to increase that.
Oh yeah,
as well. So for example, in adventure level 3, you can drop those artifacts.
Right.
In level 4, you can drop those.
Gotcha.
So even if you play only PvP, you still have to progress your adventure rank, because otherwise we will get only
limited artifacts.
You know,
Right. Okay. So to be clear, all PvE content, all PvP content is vertical progression balanced, but not horizontal.
Yes.
All PvP content. And the incentive to get powerful, more stronger, and the stats that will increase is to do
not
higher.
All PvP, not all PvP, just the arena.
Just the
If
arena.
you
Okay.
have the Hellgates,
Hellgates
for
are gonna be
example,
bonus,
you get to use your stats.
Okay, gotcha. So to kind of just so that I understand correctly, the incentive to get stronger, more, the vertical content is for two reasons mainly. One, to do higher tier things, higher tier PvE things that will give you maybe like more artifacts that you can use in PvP, and other PvP game modes such as Hellgates where it's not equalized
Yeah,
vertically.
not-
Okay.
yeah.
Is that correct?
And like I said, it can you can play arena instead of adventures, but you can play arena instead of the Coliseum or the major bosses, for example, because
Right.
those have exclusive rewards.
Gotcha.
So
Gotcha.
to get the artifacts from the bosses, you need to play the bosses.
Gotcha. So
Yeah.
the next topic I want to talk about is social systems, and I think a good segue to it is GVG. Like guilds are obviously very important, and we're still on the topic of PvP. Can we expect any guild versus guild content, any territory war like content? The typical sandbox PvP type of content. Can we expect any of that?
We wanted to do that. We have plans to do that, but we unfortunately can't because right now because we have a lot of things to do already.
Sure.
But it is in the plans to include not only the guild but modes like siege that we have the castle walls and you
Even
you-
use
you have-
resources to manage your like soldiers, traps, to your something like that. We have a lot of ideas. They are not confirmed or anything, but what we're gonna do with the guild versus guild, but it's gonna be really cool.
it's like we don't want to do guild the wrong way. We want to do it
Right.
with a lot of cool
Right.
features. So we will not release with that, but it's totally in your plans to do that. Yeah.
Sure.
In your plan.
I think it would be super fun to play a modern day 2026 MMORPG that has siege wars, like territory wars. I can't remember the last time I played a 2D game that has that content. So it'd be really cool if that did eventually get added. But obviously you guys have a lot on your plate. Let's talk about social content, because in MMORPG, part of what makes an MMO an MMO is the social content, which includes guilds. And I remember hearing you say earlier that there is no real guild feature or content out the gate, like at least at launch. Can you maybe elaborate on that?
At launch, we will have only the basics of the guild just to organize people and do social stuff, chats and stuff like that. But about the guild content, it's just that in the launch, because we want to do the features correctly, like I said. So
Gotcha.
we will do it just basic from the launch and increase the
Gotcha.
more features later.
So the guild, there is a guild system at launch where you can join guilds, but it's pretty much just that for now.
Just that-
For example,
yeah, it's just for organize groups for PvP and
Sure.
and even PVE bosses and things like that to people to talk and
Sure.
but
Are
just
there
that in the round.
what's the max what's the cap on the guild members?
We are discussing yet, but we think it will be around 30 or 40.
30 or
don't know.
40? Okay.
Yeah.
Why so low?
We-
Because that's definitely on the lower spectrum.
Because when we're gonna do a system with the guild, we want everyone to be involved on it. So if we put a guild with 400 people, when we start to do a war with guild, so we get a little harder to everyone to participate in the content. So I think
it can be changed as we progress in
Yeah.
the ideas, but
it depends on what we're gonna do later. But
we have to talk more about this yet.
Sure. I mean, I for sure have my own opinions on it. I generally prefer games that allow a larger guild cap, just because it's almost impossible to ever get full attendance, even when your guild is smaller, right? So it's like if you have like a cap of like 30 people, then it's even at 30 people, it'll be difficult to actually field 30 people, because like, you have your friends and not all your friends are always online, and it ends up being like maybe 20 people online at max, and then like it becomes a little bit more limited. I've always been a fan of just like, hey, if you want, for example, a GVG to be 30v30, to like make it up to the guild, you know, like allow the guild to choose which 30 people that they want in to have fairer fights. But that was an issue with Throne and Liberty, by the way. Back in the day, they didn't have a cap to how many people could participate. So these guilds that had like 100, 200 people would just zerg everything down, right? But then when they started implementing a system where, you know, this 100-man guild, for example, can only bring in their top 40, then you started getting like more fair fights, because it's like, you know, it's easier to get 40 people to show up out of 100 than... Anyways, that's just like my experience and my take on it. But obviously your game, your design, and I'm sure you're
well, what I think about what you said, it's more like our game is made for smaller fights. You know, like I said, when you have a lot of people, you don't have, you will play PvP tomorrow, and we will see what I'm talking about, because our game has the animations, and what makes a player good in the PvP, it's reading the other player movements to avoid, to parry, and it's very tactical.
You want to keep it smaller scale.
Yes, but when we have like 30 versus 30, you don't see anything, and things will just explode, because unlike 3D games, you don't have this horizontal view and things like that. So we don't like, even if we do a war with a lot of players, like 20 or even 30, it will be, we will have to do it in a large map with a lot of objectives that we will feature a lot of spread everyone and do smaller scale battles everywhere, you know, so the fights to be enjoyable. Otherwise it will be a mess. Absolutely. It's more like, because our game, it's 2D and like that, you know, it's not like we don't like huge wars. It's like that because it will not be good if it's a lot of players.
Right. So continuing on the social content of this game, do you have any other plans for other social features or content, such as like housing, maybe?
Yes, we have plans for housing. We have even prototypes, but like guilds, we will not do it at launch, because we don't want to release it half-baked, you know. We want the system to be very good. We even thought about letting the player even do his own dungeon and stuff like that, and put a lot of elements. Or have even an island and things like that. But it will not make to the release. But we certainly
at some time at some point we started like, let's focus on what really matters and then expand, because if we want to try to put all the ideas on launch, we're never gonna launch the game if we try to do everything. But we really like housing. I want to implement sometime in the future.
Right. Gotcha. Okay, let's shift gears here a little bit. I played your game. I actually don't remember how long ago it was. I think it was like last year, wasn't it? Was it last year? Do you guys remember by any chance?
I think like 10 months or something.
8 months ago. I don't remember. The chat will remember.
Yeah. So my impression of the game immediately, as well as a lot of other people, was obviously the tile-based movement system. And this is one of those things where it's, I feel like it would be, I think you could argue that it is kind of polarizing, because there are people that like the tile-based movement system. You know, RuneScape, you know, there's plenty of games that utilize a tile-based movement system. I personally prefer a free movement system. And I didn't think in a million years you guys would actually change it, which is a big part of this beta test showcase, which is this new free movement system. I want to talk to you guys about this, as well as the combat that's updated, but to give the viewers on YouTube and on Twitch a visual here, this is all free movement, and I can say firsthand that this movement feels pretty smooth. Before, if I hit W or up, he would go up one tile, and if I hit left, he would go left another tile. But now I can just move very freely, and if I attack, which I can't right now, I need to go out of town real quick. Let me just do that. It's pretty much action combat, like where if I click my button here with my cursor here, he's going to attack here, he's going to attack here, he's going to attack here, and I can do this. Like right mouse button, there's a charge, and he slams right there. So it's more action combat, free movement now, and this is a very big deal. This is a very, very big deal. It's completely different from what it was before. Why did you guys decide to change this? Can you walk us through what's happening with this?
Yes, actually, this is something we always wanted to do, but it was very hard to do because our engine was made for tile movement. So we knew we would need like 6 months to do something like that. But we saw the players' impressions, the feedback of the players. Obviously, a lot of people liked the tile and didn't want it to change, and it was like a controversy. But most of people that was outside Brazil specifically liked more the free style movement.
Myself
So we
included.
heard a lot of feedback. we heard a lot of feedback, and we didn't want the tile system to be a barrier. We know that when the player played a lot more of the game, he started to liking the tile.
He got used to it.
Yeah, he got used to it. He started to like it.
There's an appeal
because
there for sure. Yeah.
Yes, but it was a barrier for some people because our game didn't look like it was style based, and it was a big deal because the maps are not made around tiles.
Oh,
So
really?
you look at the game, some people didn't think it was tile based, but the movement feels laggy for them because like you said, when you press the key,
W.
the movements, you have to complete the tile movement.
Right.
They thought it was just lag or something.
Yeah, so a lot of people that are not used to tile movements just thought of it as laggy movement.
And also it was a tough choice because of the work that was gonna go into it, but we thought it was worth it for a larger audience that we're gonna target with the game. So
and not only the larger audience, we could improve the mechanics
and
as well.
improve,
because the tile movement has a lot of limitations what you can do with mechanics, even the area of the spells you need to do, or a tile or
Right.
like that. You get what I mean.
Yeah.
So we could improve a lot of mechanics because of that, and even go to the action system, like you said. Before we had an hybrid system, because you could target a creature and the basic attack was going automatically. So we used that free movement to do the action combat as well.
Gotcha.
We
Okay.
achieved both. Yeah.
So the movement, my personal experience with my very limited experience. So these guys allow me to play on this test server here that I'm pulling up occasionally. This right here, these guys allowed me to play on their test server by myself for like an hour or two and just to mess around. I gotta say the movement feels fantastic. I think you guys have done a fantastic job with the movement, to the point where like I really liked a lot of the concepts of the game. I wanted to get into it, but I was one of the kind of guys that the tile-based system, I was just like, I can't.
I remember you saying that.
Yeah.
With the control.
Yeah. So when you guys told me, or when you guys announced that this changed, I was really excited to check it out. And yeah, you mentioned that it feels even better on controller. I would imagine it feels great on controller as well. The movement. However, I do want to ask you about the combat, because I think you will hear some people talk about the actual combat once they start to experience this new system tomorrow. There is a very clear animation lock when you're attacking to give a visual to the viewers. If I'm holding S down here and I attack, I completely stop and wait for that animation to complete. And some of these, like right here, this right mouse button here, some of these have longer animation locks. Whoops, sorry, I apologize for that. Editor can cut that little blip right there. Some of these have obviously longer animation locks. Some are a little bit shorter, and I'm sure attack speed is going to affect it, right? But to me, my initial impression, if I'm going to be perfectly honest with you, and I know this is not, I'm not speaking on behalf of every gamer. Some people will think it's totally fine, but my personal feedback on this is that it does still feel, the combat specifically, not the movement, the combat still feels a little stiff. It feels a little stiff and a little heavy still because of that. And I don't know if it was because of my ping, but sometimes when I would space dodge, sometimes I would get a little bit of a desync. I think that was from the ping though, because obviously I was, connected to the wrong server. But I'd like to hear your thoughts on that, because animation lock is a big thing. A lot of people are like, oh, we don't want animation lock, but the reality is every game pretty much has animation locks. It's just to varying degrees for how long. Some abilities don't have animation locks while others do, right? But it's very clear that this game, all of the abilities have a noticeable animation lock. Is that intentional? Do you want that? Like, because it obviously slows down some of the combat. Like, for example, Dread Miss is a good example. That indie game developed by that dude. Those abilities also had animation locks, but they were really quick animation locks, so it didn't feel as heavy or stiff. I think stiff is the word. Could you maybe share your thoughts on that?
Yes, it varies on the hero you are playing. Some heroes are faster, and you have some orbs that alter your abilities that make the animations faster. Yeah, some upgrades you can do in your hero. Even the dash, you have, if you upgrade the dash, it will be faster and further, things like that. But we like animation lock in general, because for us, that's what makes the combat more tactical, and you see for yourself in the PvP tomorrow.
Yeah.
But we like what I personally don't like, it's when you have like a bullet hell. I will give an example. Even Diablo. When you start playing Diablo in the early levels, I like that because you can see what we are doing. You can dodge abilities. You can time it. But if you see, I don't know the Diablos nowadays, but I am talking about experience that I had. You can see end game gameplay. You see the player just walking and exploding everything in the screen without stopping. PoE 1 was like that,
right?
In the end game
ARPGs
as well. So I don't like this bullet hell aspect, and I like more
tactical.
more control. The boss will kill you in one skill, so you have to pay attention, roll, dodge, parry, and your abilities have more impact, even in PvP. So you don't have to mess up, because you will die and things like that.
So the slower, more tactical is intentional. You want to keep it that way.
You have to try to predict where the player is gonna be when you finish the animation. When you try to do an ability when he's doing his, so you know if you're gonna dodge or not. So that's a lot of play on it.
Of course, you have more faster heroes, but that's reflect on how their HP is. Like you have a Rhea that is very fast, but is very squishy as well. So you have this kind of thing.
So you depend the time, the animation, or of the attack of your enemies to dodge everything, or otherwise you're gonna die. So you're gonna expect that.
Gotcha. One more question on the combat, and I'm actually going to town, guys. I'm not just accidentally playing the game. I want to switch to this here. I want to ask one more question in regards to just the attack direction, right? So the animation directions, as you guys can see here. Hold on. Actually, I should probably stream this on Discord so you can see this. Let me just do that real quick so you can see it in real time. But yeah, so like some of these abilities when I'm attacking, right? The basic attack with this character, it's the attacks are going exactly where my mouse is, which is obviously intentional. All the other range classes did this. But the animation, the movement animation is 4 directions, right? So like if I'm facing this way, I'm not going to be able to face diagonal, but I can attack diagonal. Some of these abilities, however, like the right mouse button, I cannot attack diagonal, like this beam. Is this intentional, or is this something that you're going to work on? Like, for example, if someone's here, I can attack him at 2 o'clock with my basic, but I cannot actually attack with the beam. Some attacks essentially are four directions rather than being, the free casting. I can attack anywhere. Is that intentional? Is that what you guys are going for, or What's the thought? What's the situation there?
Okay, first off, the walk animations, as you can see, it's 4 directions.
Yeah.
That's mainly because, like I said, we did the game with the nostalgia feel
Right.
of, because, like I said, people play 2D games because they like this style.
Yeah.
And almost all 2D games, even with free movement, you have 4 sides. If you see Stardew Valley, you
Yeah.
have 4 sides. Even Pokemon, you have 4 sides, and almost everyone, even Octopath Traveler, that it's kind of 3D, you have only 4 sides. So it's like the style, you have those 4 sides. It's the graphic style of the game.
Sure.
But the directionals, it's because first off, we were not action combat, and we shifted to it.
Yeah.
So we couldn't do every animation for diagonal, you know.
Right.
But for some, a lot of abilities you can use now diagonally.
Yeah.
I can show you later, but
Sure.
a lot of skill you can do that, but some are locked to 4 directions because the animations, and some heroes that are depend a lot of those attacks, we can redo it to attack diagonally. We have some plans for some heroes to do that, but not all. Just the ones that need that kind of interaction, you know.
Gotcha. Makes sense. Thank you for sharing that
We
insight.
shift.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, you guys are going to get a lot of feedback here from the
Yeah.
public. A lot of things coming, and one of the things I told my chat was, whatever it is that you find, if you think there could be improvements, chances are these guys might improve it. I mean, considering you guys literally changed the tile-based system completely. So the combat definitely feels way better than it was before. I think when it comes to the directionals, I personally think it's totally fine to have 4 directions when you're moving, right? And I think you guys did a great job with the attacks. Like, I don't really personally care that my character doesn't look diagonally here. And the ranged attacks like this feel good. Like, I can attack this anywhere. I guess my only personal feedback with this is like some of the abilities, like this blast right here, not being able to do that as well, because that is a ranged attack, right? That ranged attack not being able to also go where I'm aiming it felt a little off to me.
Yeah,
but
that's the ones we wanted to, we can change later. That's the ones
Sure.
we are aiming to. Yeah.
Gotcha. Cool. Wanted to get your thoughts on that because I know you guys are probably gonna hear about that, but that's really cool that you guys are addressing that out the gate. So the upcoming beta, we'll try to wrap this up as soon as we can here, but the upcoming beta, it's starting tomorrow. Is there anything sorry, let me just backtrack here for a second. For those of you who are not familiar, the upcoming beta tomorrow, there's a big emphasis on testing out the PvP. What are you guys expecting right now? Like, what are your thoughts right now with this upcoming beta test?
Yeah. First, the other beta was a huge success already. People like it very much, the game. But in this beta, we essentially fixed everything people complained about the first one.
Okay.
It was the action combat, the movement, the basic attack, and a lot of other things. And now introducing PvP. So we think this beta will be 100 times better than the other. Just because of that, the gameplay will be much smoother. So people will like it.
Yeah, the first one was get the first impression of everyone. So there was a lot of feedback. So now, as most of things are fixed, so the feedback will be most focused on the PvP and the new things. And
the PvP is very addicting. I will say that. People will play it all day. I'm sure if it is, you will see for yourself.
Are we gonna get like max characters with a bunch of artifacts to choose from for the PvP, or are we gonna have to grind that out during the beta test?
We first thought of unlocking everything, but that's kind of lame because it's a lot of information. It's a little overwhelming, and as well, you lose the interest to discover things and things like that. So what we did is we created some boxes that when playing, we will get boxes in every wing. Yeah, can you show the game for a second?
Absolutely. Let me do that real quick. I'll do that while the camera is up here.
Okay.
Okay.
You can open your, I guess it's C,
Mm-hmm.
and you can go in achievements. See,
Here.
press, yes, go in achievements. It's in Codex.
Yeah, I'm there.
Yeah.
I'm streaming on Discord, by the way, just so that you guys don't have a delay.
Okay. Let me see.
Yeah, might be easier to see on Discord.
Okay. But as you can see, we have a lot of achievements just for the beta.
Yeah,
So
it's a lot of PvP.
yeah, but
they are both.
you can do both, or PvP matches or adventures. You will get in a special box, and these boxes will give you end game stuff. So we will jump a lot of progression with that. You will get a lot of legendary artifacts, orbs, and things like that. So people are going to play PvP and get end game stuff as they are playing. So they can test things as they will be in the end game and have a little bit of progression inside the beta as well. That's our plan.
You also you can get the boxes playing adventures. So if people just want to play adventure, they also get to try the stuff from the end game that unlock. And when you get a box, you also choose from 3. So you're not like, oh shit, I got a one that I didn't like. So you have to choose from 3. So you can always pick something that fits what you're playing.
Actually, can you show my screen? I can show that.
Absolutely.
You. Let me. I need the ID. Let me.
Se der win no adventure, será que dropa? No.
I put my screen there. Just me check the ID. Okay. Just a second. Okay. For example, here I have an artifact box. Can you see it?
Yep.
Okay. When I use it, I will get 3 artifacts to choose from.
Ooh.
And you have the GIF that shows this one, for example, will pull the enemies and the description. And this one will paralyze everyone. And this one is an aura. So you have to choose one. When you choose, you will get this artifact. So you have a lot of things like that we will get us playing. And even watching Twitch, we did Twitch drops. So you can get more boxes just for watching people. And
wow, Twitch drops with artifacts for the beta test.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like
W.
For example, this one is another one. Yeah. You can choose from 3.
I think this is really cool, by the way. I think this is going to be really fun for players. Sorry to interrupt you, but like one of the things I, along with a lot of people, really enjoyed about Far Ever, another indie MMO or MMORPG that just came out recently, was you would get these items that would change the way your class plays, and it was just super fun. These artifacts look really cool.
Yeah, that's what we wanted to do, because in 3 days we can show how cool is the PvP and this stuff. So we created those blocks just for the beta, so people can try different things and see how it interacts with your account and things like that.
Sorry, how many artifacts did you say were in your game?
It's like 300.
300 artifacts. Wow.
Like it's like this. Yeah.
That's crazy. That's gonna be really fun to farm. Actually,
you can
really
build
fun.
your
trophies too.
And we have a box that gives trophies as well.
They're passive.
Trophies are passives that change the way you play as well. And you have the orbs. Orbs change a lot of things. I will show, for example, the archer you played.
Yeah.
Let me show here.
By the way, great sprite models. By the way, some of these characters were designed quite well, I should say.
The animations are great as well. For example, I have this. Let me change. I can change with. I can change in battle. Let me.
Wait, was that you just blinking, or was that the
Yeah,
admin?
no, it's because I have the admin
Yeah.
account.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say
Yeah.
that's crazy
Yeah, yeah,
movement
yeah.
there.
But we have a lot of heroes that can do that. For example, I have this ability, the E, and with an orb, it will kick in the enemies. But I can completely change it. For example, here with this orb, it will place an arrow in the ground that pulls
In
enemies.
vacuums.
It's
Wow.
a totally different ability in the same slot. So you guys will get these orbs as well. So I can do that. And you can this one. It's
Immovable.
because they are
Right.
dummies can't be put. But
Yeah.
you get what I mean.
Sure. Yeah.
And there is a lot of stuff like that with all your abilities. So you can change your build pretty doing.
There's also some presets that you
Yeah,
can.
that's
Oh,
so-
you can
presets
do-
W. So good.
you can do. For example, you can use those artifacts and you change your preset and
Yeah, you can prepare your build depending on the
the
PvP
map.
map you're gonna play. When it's like one
So,
point you
yeah.
control, you wanna do something very different when you are escorting the payload or something.
So you
I
can
don't
change
know
easily
why
your
devs
builds.
miss this
Yeah.
in so many games. Presets are so important.
For example, the dash has a lot of orbs. You have one that give you two chargers. Two chargers are good because the enemy see you doing the dash and they think they can jump on you, but you have two chargers. This one you get extra distance, and this one it's like perfect timing. You get this ability that shoot arrows when you do it in a perfect timing. So you can change the way you play just with orbs, but artifacts increases it even more, and the truth is as well. So people can try all those things with these beta boxes.
Can I mean, I don't know if you'd be willing to, but can you showcase a little bit of this new combat? Maybe doing a little boss? Would that be too much?
I need someone else to play with me. We can even play PvP if they want to see it.
Oh yeah, a 1v1 duel would be amazing. If that's not too long.
Let me see if I can call someone to play. Just a second.
I'm gonna let you get that set up. I'm gonna just run to the restroom really quick while you do. Be right back.
Okay. Oh, no.
Okay. So we get a little sneak peek. Are the brothers fighting against each other, or are you gonna be playing against someone else?
I'm calling some QAs to play a PvP match. Just
Some QAs? Sorry?
yes, some testers.
Testers, yeah.
Yeah,
Some testers.
they will
Okay,
gather
okay.
here. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So,
second.
are you going to be playing against these guys?
Yes.
So we're
yes.
totally gonna just judge you right now to see how good of a
Yeah,
gamer
yeah.
you are.
Yeah, they are better than me because they spend all day
Of course, thank
testing
you.
bosses. So, yeah.
Please, please explain to these people that you know, people that cannot stay in the arena all day cannot possibly compete.
But it's okay. Let's see. I will play just. We have this is the PvP interface. You have the assault. Assault is the MOBA, like I say, the towers and
MOBA,
minions and
yeah.
stuff. Yeah, and this one is the control and escort. This one has like more than 10 maps, like I said.
This
Those
is really
one are
cool.
faster modes. Yeah, so we will try these ones. I'll say I will talk to them to enter the queue. Just 1 minute. They will. Can you hear the game? I don't know.
Yeah, we can hear it.
Okay.
Audio from the game is good, right, guys? You guys can hear it?
Yeah.
Hold on,
Okay.
Back to the-
Yeah, just one more people.
Yeah, take your time.
One more player.
By the way, I am reading chat. I'm obviously, I want to be respectful to the to these guys here, so I'm not responding to everything in chat or anything. Okay, cool. And this was not in this game mode was not available in the previous beta test, right? I don't remember it.
Yes, no.
My mind is just immediately going to, man, an Albion like 5v5 guild war in an instance would sound so cool. Like a GVG, but like 3 to 5 people from each guild. That would be so cool. It's just my mind is just immediately going to just like, oh man, they could do some really cool stuff with this.
PvP is easier to do some modes, so we can experiment more different modes later.
Yeah. Now, can you is there a spectate feature in some of these arenas? I would highly recommend allowing people to spectate. I think that would be super cool.
What we did, but which will not be in this beta, we have custom games.
Okay.
So, for example, you can create a custom game and be the spectator and do your own tournament in Twitch.
That's so huge.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
And you can even change the rules. Like you can do more damage, more time, and things like that. For example, this game mode is escort. We need to move our payload to the destination and stop there.
This is really cool.
So this is my team, right?
Frost, Nablina21 is calling you out for being bronze 1, by the way. Show us how it's done.
For example, here I'm going. I can ping as well for help.
Oh my gosh, fantastic.
Yes. Okay.
This looks pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. The whole animation lock thing we were talking about before, it really does not look like a problem here. This looks fluid. This looks good. This looks really good. Oh, first kill.
Let this be a lesson.
Oh man.
Damn.
Oh.
He got the healing.
Are you dead right now?
Yeah, I need to heal.
Oh no, you're not dead. Okay.
Not yet.
Provavelmente. Não tem como errar o TK?
I will see their payload. I need to stop theirs, right? if I go there, I stop them.
Okay.
Fastest catch me if you can.
Oh, that's big damn. This is in-game music, right?
Yeah.
Music's pretty sick. Oh!
Are you mad?
Oh! Imagine getting finessed on by the owner of the game and he emotes your dead body. Imagine.
Now if I go there,
Wait for it. I'm sorry, I didn't see you there. You catch me if you can. No time. Gotta move. Let this be a lesson. Let this be a lesson.
this paladin is very durable.
Can the other team push the payload backwards? I'm assuming.
No. But they can stop ours. We need to stop their payload.
Got
If you
okay.
see
So
the
there's
map,
two
you can
payloads going
see,
on. Gotcha.
Like we need to go there,
They're
and they
almost-
need to go there, right?
almost winning.
Yeah, they are almost winning. I need to stop there. Yeah, we stop it here.
This is really cool. This looks lit. It like watching this, it is making more sense as to why you guys are going a little bit more of like that Overwatch style emphasis on playing alts and different characters.
Yeah.
He's locked in, boys.
I got this. I have my ultimate now. He's hitting.
Reckoning has come. Try to keep on this.
Ooh. That jumping skill, you're in an iframe when you're in the when you're in the air.
Yeah,
there, right?
yes. I can't be hit. Yes, when I am. I have three dashes. That's why
Gotcha.
I have this.
That's
It's
your
like,
space bar dash. And the space bar, by the way, guys,
yeah.
is not a dash for every hero. For example, the warrior is a block. Oh, that dude just got erased. I'm not gonna lie, that cat character kind of looks broken. Like, because that cat character has a freeze, built-in slow freeze.
Yeah, he's very agile as well.
Yeah.
He's winning.
His voice, by
Yeah.
the way, is kind of wild. Is kind of crazy. I think
It's like
the
a
voice
shot.
is kind
He has a
of.
lot of cool emotes. Yeah.
That's really cool. That was awesome. That was a fantastic showcase.
You can see like the emotes of the hero you said.
Oh, so custom emotes too.
Is coming through. Nothing Mama teaches me ever helps.
Yeah, I don't know about that voice, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you guys. I don't know about the voice.
Yeah. We have even the MOBA. If you want, we can show how it is.
Yes, guys, type X in the chat if you want to see them do the MOBA.
Yeah, let's do. Here is the custom game. I mean, like I said. Okay, let's go in the MOBA one time. Let me say.
Oh yeah, everybody wants to see it.
Okay. Go, guys.
Music, by the way.
I will go with the Archer now.
Archer, okay, cool. Music, by the way, was pretty good in that. Is that
It's
custom, custom made, or?
Some are, and some we bought the license for
Gotcha.
the music. So yeah, I will go with the Archer.
Okay, what do we got going here? Can you guys tell us a little bit about your comp?
Yeah, this one is the tank. This one is the healer, and it's the priest. And I will play the Archer. So my goal is to destroy their towers faster. These artifacts I have, I got no cooldown on the basic attack, so I will try to burst their defenses like that. That's
Gotcha.
our core and the minions.
This
Our
is so
tower.
cool. This is really cool. Can you show like a map
Yeah, here.
zoomed out?
We have
Yeah,
two towers
nice.
and the core. Yeah, and this is like a buff that let me show you. In 2 minutes, whoever gets this will buff the entire team.
Oh! Oh!
This is like yes, you get in a fog like that. It's like League of Legends.
It's literally a MOBA. So they cannot see your knight on the bottom there.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless you attack or something.
Oh, that knight! Oh my gosh! That was oppressive, boys. That might be my main class.
Okay. Need to get out. I'm dead.
Oh, this guy coming in. What class? That's the orc tank or the orc warrior, right?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh, I shitted there. Sorry.
He was immortal. He
I was
instead of dying.
This guy.
Sorry.
This guy. Wait, you've been immortal the whole time.
Yeah, but no one killing the other one, right?
I mean, they couldn't.
But right now I should be dead. Oh shit.
Caught. Can I see some cots in the chat? Oh, and by the way, guys, pay attention to that big crosshair that's going off.
One shot.
You are actually rewarded on this class by hitting someone if the target is on the or in the center of your big AoE.
Oh damn.
So there is an
Yeah.
aiming element. If he pulls up the crosshair again, or the
And it's even better with my skills.
like right there, you guys see that little inner circle within that bigger circle? Right there, yeah.
I will use my artifact now. I can spam basic attacks now.
Ooh. Oh my gosh. That was huge. Good play, good play.
Oh shit.
Frost, someone in the chat is asking if we can ask you, do you need to level to unlock ultimate for PvP, or will we have it from level 1 in PvP?
We will have it from level 1 because, like I said, we equalize our stats, so you can play. They're fighting for the buff right here. They got a buff, so you'll see.
Halo looks pretty good.
Yeah. You can press tab to see.
Oh my
stats
gosh!
as
Wait,
well,
that
and
guy's
artifact.
wait, can you see the stats again? Can we see the stats again? The tank is
Yeah.
dealing infinite damage. 116k.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
Give me strength.
Like you.
Have you seen what I can do? Catch me if you can.
What is your favorite class here, Frost?
It's the. I like a lot of them, but it's the one I played in the earlier match. The spear.
The spear, yeah.
Yeah. Damn. Almost got their tower.
Yeah, that enforcer, what is going on? Is he just, what is going on? Just AoE damage, yeah? I'd imagine it has to be. Just
It's
padded
only
AoE.
hero damage here. It's only hero damage here.
Only hero damage, yeah. I saw him like early on, he had a couple of big AoEs. Like he had a big pull. Yeah.
This one.
Yeah, he really strong. I gotta ask you, Frost, what's the best class in the game?
It's pretty balanced. We'll see in this test. We'll see what people
Because I'm
will
about to play
again.
that knight right there.
Yeah.
The warrior. I'm about...
This one is very good.
It depends a lot of the build you do and also
Sure.
who's playing it. Because we saw every character like dominating some
Yeah,
matches,
some
so
point.
it's really hard to say which one is dominates more than the other. But
It's more like the player.
from the last test, there were 3 that was not the best, so we just balanced the other 3.
Gotcha.
To be
Gotcha.
good again. So probably all of them are really good.
This one is very good as well.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, the music to this is also really good. Ooh.
I think.
Oh wait, that was a mob. Was that their mob?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. I kept thinking
One
they
side is
were
the
players.
demons and the other are the paladins.
Have you seen what I can do?
So, what's the point in killing the mobs? Do you get a currency that you can use to upgrade your skills, or is that, or are they
The
just
mobs
there?
are the mobs defends against the tower. You
towers,
only
okay.
hit the tower
Yeah,
when
the-
there are
the
mobs
push.
present.
So the purchasing aspect of the MOBA is not there. You're not really
No,
upgrading.
it's like a smaller version with
Sure.
2 lanes and things like that.
Right.
It's meant to be
To
much
be
faster.
faster because we didn't want just play like
Yeah.
half an hour in the game, you know.
As a non-League of
Yeah,
Legends guy, I personally prefer that. I think it's a bit, yeah. I personally prefer that.
It
think
likes
the
to
entry
skip the
barrier is
farming
lower.
part and go straight to the fight.
It's like you skip the farming part. We will win there, I guess. Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
She's hitting me, so we can push more.
Have you seen what I can do?
Katana class looked pretty cool.
I guess we will win. Ah, yeah.
Nice.
And you can see the
GGs.
rewards. Look the rewards I get from playing PvE. I get the money, I got a die, and I got the beta box.
Nice.
So it will be like that. We will get boxes by playing. You can open it and see what you got. Oh, this one turns everyone into chickens. Yeah.
AoE polymorph. Nice.
Yeah, it's this one.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. So it's basically it. That's why I think people will play this all day tomorrow. It's very addicting. You get to try a lot of different builds, and you get hyped to see what your artifact does in matches. One good information: you get the things level 1, but in the PvP you get them to max level. So to see how they are in max level, you can. Let me change here. I use it. Now they're level 1, and if you see level 1, this one, for example, gives 2,000 damage. If I hold tab, I can see what it does in max level, so I know
The
how
fully
it will
upgraded.
look like in PvP.
Cool.
That's very useful because you will get things level 1, and you want to see what it does in PvP. So, yeah,
Very cool.
it's very. Yeah, in the troops as well, you get them level 1. So, for example, this one increases the output of my attack by 30%, and this is in the level max, and people will get it in level 1, it will be less. So if you want to know what exactly it does, you just need to hold tab.
Hold tab. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's really cool. Thanks for sharing that. I think, I think everyone really enjoyed that. Really, definitely more excited to play this now. Yeah, that's fantastic. I'm gonna go ahead and disconnect from that. Wait, how do I do this?
Okay.
There we go.
I
Close
will-
stream.
Okay.
Awesome. Once again, thank you for sharing that. I think we do have to wrap up here. I'm just trying to think here. What a couple of things. Okay, let's just try to burn through these last couple of categories here. The beta test is coming up. Great. What stage of the game is this right now? Like, can you give us a little, maybe a preview of a little mini roadmap? Is this game going to be launching relatively soon? Early access soon? What's the current stage?
We plan on launching on early access this year, but we don't know exactly when.
Okay.
But that's our goal, right? That's what we want to do this year. We have a lot of things ready, as you can see. We have our classes ready, our artifacts, our bosses, and a lot of stuff. But we still need to finish some things. We need to still finish some core system and a lot of quests. We need to finish the story itself. So that's why we plan to release it this year. But
it's because also we focus the development on the core of the game, like the gameplay loop, the characters, the PvP, the end game. So now we are doing like the progression from the start of the story. So it's a little different from the.
Yeah, that's what we are focusing right now. It's basically the story of the game in quest and stuff, and because we focus it on the core itself earlier, right? So we plan on releasing this year, but we don't know exactly when.
Gotcha. I'm assuming you guys are still you guys are probably planning on having more tests coming up throughout the year.
Not really.
Oh,
not
no.
really. This
Is this going to be the last test?
The last test before early access. Yeah.
So how many people are going to be participating in this test? How much access is available?
The last test we did, we had almost 200 people that wanted requests, but I think this one will be smaller. We want it to be smaller because we changed the movement, and the movement now is much heavier than it was. Right. So we went to stress test, but we don't want to ruin the game for people with lags and disconnections. So we didn't advertise this test as much. We didn't do anything because we want just our community to join this test so we can see their feedback, how the PvP goes, and things like that. So I really don't know how many people will enter, because who had access in the last beta can enter now. But Steam doesn't advertise for those people that the test is on. So most people will not know about it. And we want that way.
You guys want to keep it relatively quiet. Gotcha. So you guys mentioned that everyone that had access to the previous tests will have access this time around. What about the people that didn't participate in the previous tests that may see this and thinks, man, I want to play this? How can they get in?
We're also gonna give access to everyone, but then as the server is okay, we're gonna release. But it won't it won't take long. So
well, I can't imagine you're giving access to everyone, right? Like as many people as you can.
No. You can request in Steam as well, like the previous one, and we will see how the server are handling it, and we will give more access over time. So in tests, you get more people testing and leaving the game because no one wants to lose progression. So as the servers cool down, we will giving more access and things like that.
Right.
It's in the Steam. You can request.
Gotcha. Can you guys hook me up with some keys to give out to my community tomorrow? Would that be cool?
Probably, yeah.
Guys, listen, I'm asking for you, okay? Not for me. I'm in, okay? I'm asking for you guys. All right. Cool. That's awesome. Okay, so final question, and I'm gonna let you guys go. I really appreciate you guys for doing this, especially kind of last minute. Let's address the elephant in the room: monetization. What is the monetization with Drakantos?
Okay. We will have a subscription model. For example, like Albion or Tibia.
Oh, sorry, guys. I apologize, guys. I extended the ad as far as I could, and ad is about to play right now. So can we maybe wait like 3 minutes for the people that are gonna like, I delayed it as much as I could, guys. It was an hour and 40 minutes. So yeah, I apologize. Maybe you guys could just answer that after this little ad segment.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem.
Cool. So yeah, I guess for the people that are subbed to the channel or have Twitch Turbo, or on YouTube, actually, I am streaming on YouTube, by the way. This VOD will be available for those of you guys that want to watch this back. This VOD will be available. It should be available on Twitch as well. I should have both VODs up, but if you want to watch on YouTube, it'll be there. But yeah, this is pretty exciting. That PvP looked really, excuse my French, but fucking sick. It looked pretty good. And I got to tell you, it kind of made me a lot more, I should say, optimistic about the animation locks. Because remember, I was telling you guys, my personal preference is no animation locks, but I'm aware enough, I have enough experience to know that not everyone feels that way, right? So it's not like, I'm not going to sit here and be like, you have to change this, just my personal preference. But that PvP showcasing looked really good, to the point where I'm thinking maybe those animation locks are pretty good, because the pacing was really solid, it looked like, at least. I don't know how it felt.
It's cool because it's very satisfying when you parry your enemy ultimate, or when you dash and avoid the best skill of his artifact and things like that. So the animation gives that feeling of rewarding gameplay, you know.
It's really part of the combat.
Yeah, that's like with you.
Right. Yeah, I mean, look, I think everyone watching on Twitch and YouTube on the live stream were pretty hyped about it. Is that the first like full game showcase?
From PvP, yes.
Yeah.
We didn't record it. Yeah.
Gotcha.
There's a few cuts in the trailer, but not.
Sure.
Not a full game.
The teaser have a few cuts, and even we didn't play, I guess, PVE in the new controls. I don't remember, but maybe it was the first footage.
Yeah. The testers that you have, are they just internal testers, or do you guys have like a permanent 24/7 server up for like a small group of testers?
No, internal server.
Just internal
testers, yeah.
Internal, but it's for the entire team, obviously. Yeah, it's like 24/7 because we are testing stuff. Yeah.
Of course. Yeah. All right, guys, we've got like 50 seconds left in the ad, and we should be good to go.
Cool.
Personally, I'm more of like a melee kind of frontline tank kind of guy. What class would you recommend me? Like, obviously the enforcer guy, that guy was kind of popping off.
Yeah.
The
knight and you like 3 heroes, the orc.
Really cool.
The orc, the knight, and the monk. This one that has gauntlets. This one is very good because he's very tanky. He has his space. He has like some rocks that mitigate damage, and he has a lot of diagonal skills that you like it.
Sure.
Because he can create a rock, and he can punch the rock and throw the rock in any direction you want.
You got hit by that. You got stunned by it.
Yeah. You got it.
Yeah.
And also my personal favorite, the paladin too.
Yeah, the paladin is a support, but he's very tanky. You saw I trying to kill him.
Yeah.
He never died.
Oh, that was the pally. Yeah. He was super tanky. Yeah. Okay, great. I think the ad is over. Perfect. Thank you guys. Appreciate y'all for being patient. Okay, so we were talking about monetization. Please, if you got, please, if you don't mind.
We have an optional subscription model. Like album itself, because you can pay the subscription, but you can play entirely without it. So that's our main monetization. But we will also sell heroes, because we will have a roster of heroes. I think it's 6, and you can buy another hero to unlock it, because like you saw, it's like League of Legends. We have new heroes coming and things like that. So the game is already free, and the subscription is optional. So we will monetize in heroes as well. And we may put some cosmetics in the shop as well, but we don't like to put as many cosmetics as people think, because we like to have a lot of things that you get by playing. So almost all mounts and pets you get by playing, you go after, because in MMORPGs we think that's very important, because it shows your account progression over time, and people value more if you have a dragon mount that you
rare
got,
drop, then,
because you drop that from very rare chance in the dragon boss. It's more valuable than buying the store.
Right.
So yeah,
if you just buy the golden dragon with effects in the store, that's all the achievements of dropping a rare mount is meaningless. So,
yeah. So
Right.
we like to give a lot of cosmetics by playing as well, instead of buying.
Gotcha.
So,
That's an interesting approach. That's obviously how a lot of games did it back in the day, where your character's gear and the visuals were respected, versus a lot of MMO companies and games nowadays are going harder on the cosmetics because they don't want to monetize the progression. It doesn't sound like you're monetizing progression. You're saying optional sub, which I want to ask you about. But before I do, you said that you guys will be selling hero unlocks. I'm assuming all heroes will be unlockable free to play, or are there going to be some that are exclusively tied to purchases?
yes, you can sell the coin for other players. Like you have the Albion, you have the gold. So the heroes are pushable by this gold, so you can sell stuff in the game and buy the gold and buy the heroes. You got what I mean?
Yeah. So let's say I'm a free to play player. I want to unlock Hero X. Hero X is being sold for cash shop currency only, and I can obtain that cash shop currency by selling my gold or trading my gold to another player, getting that currency, and then purchasing that hero.
Yeah, for example, you can drop a higher mount and sell for a lot of gold in game, or you can drop a higher artifact and sell that and make money in the game and buy this currency and buy the hero like that. And even the subscription you can buy like that.
Okay, so I was going to ask you about the subscription now. What benefits do you get with this optional subscription, and how much is the subscription?
We don't know about pricing yet, but what you get when you play an adventure or even PvP, you saw that we have some adventure coins that drop, and the free player gets much less of those coins, and the subscribed player get a lot of those coins, and those coins has a shopping game that has a lot of things to buy, and you get some things like you can get boxes that drop pets. You can get some things that boost experience, tickets that boost experience. It's easier if people see the shopping game. They can open that because everyone is subscribed in the beta, so they will get those coins and they can see what they can buy in the shop.
So
right? There's a lot of but it's not. There is no progression related thing like that. You get some more experience with those tickets and things like that, but it's not something that
you're not getting gear mats or
no,
sure.
No. It's just a small thing. Even Albion does that. You get more resources and experience by having the subscriptions, so it's kind of similar. It's even lighter than Albion and other games.
Right. I think the big balancing point with Albion, though, is that you can lose everything, which kind of balances everything out. On that subscription, though, is there, so as I understand it, you get some extra currency when you're the adventure coins, I believe it was what you called it. Is that all the subscription gives you?
Yes.
Okay. And how much is that?
But there's a lot of things to do with it. Yeah.
Okay. There's other things as well.
No, there's a lot of things that you can buy with this
adventure. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. Sorry, excuse me. And how much did you say this was? This optional subscription was?
We say we didn't know
Yeah,
about the
it's
pricing
not-
yet.
Okay.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
didn't.
Not 100%.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Understood. Okay, so is there anything else that you want to add to the monetization? I didn't really want to discuss the monetization just because we are running short on time. But I did want to get your guys' like full black and white explanation on the monetization. So we have possibly cosmetics, but you guys want to stay away from selling a lot of those because you want to preserve hey, I farm this, you look cool. You have an optional subscription that gives you more currency when you finish content in the game that will that you can use to purchase a bunch of cosmetics and non-character progression related stuff minus experience, if you can consider that part of the experience progression. And sorry, what was the last one? Oh, hero unlocks, which some heroes are exclusively tied behind the cash up currency, but that cash up currency can be purchased / traded for with in-game gold that you farm.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
and the
it, yeah.
pricing with everything, whether it's the heroes or the subscription, none of that is actually confirmed. You guys are still discussing discussing that.
Yeah, discussing the price. And localization for regional is gonna be different prices too.
Yeah, maybe.
Understood. Considering regional pricing as well. Okay, perfect. Thank you for sharing that. Like I said, I don't want to get into like a discussion back and forth with the monetization here, just because we are running short on time, but I'm glad we were able to get that on the record. Thank you for sharing that. Any final words or comments that you guys would like to share before we wrap things up?
Just to say thank you to everyone that is here, because it's very important to us, and even it's in English, it's the first time we talk in an interview like that, so we are a little embarrassed.
You guys did great. You guys did great. Yeah.
And
To you for the opportunity to talk more about the game here.
we want to thank you for this opportunity.
Oh, thank you.
We want to see everyone tomorrow in the game and playing PvP with us.
And give us feedback of everything.
And even in the monetization, we love feedback. Like you said, we changed the entire game based on feedback.
Yeah, we're always trying to do the best in
Yeah.
what will be more healthy for the game. So,
But of course, we have our own opinions on things. We don't do things that we don't agree on. We like people talked about the movement, but we are already wanted a movement like that. So it was like beating thoughts.
Yeah, it's your game at the end of the day. Yeah,
we are not doing everything they
of course,
as well.
Of course, that usually ends bad, by the way. So yes, yeah, absolutely. Well, listen, guys, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. Big W's to these guys. For those of you, you guys obviously don't know this, but I actually contacted these guys about doing this interview very last minute on short notice, and they were nice enough to do this for us. And once again, thank you so much for allowing me to even play the game a little bit prior to the stream, as well as you guys showcasing the PvP. I think a lot of people are excited to check out the game tomorrow, and good luck. Hopefully everything goes well.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right, see ya.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.